You heard any rumor about a trade, DB?
Who, me? They ain't gonna trade me. I have a seat in the hands of this team.
Yeah, but I just heard Cody on KIRO Sports Line say you've been traded to Detroit.
No.
Way.
DB, I want to see you right away.
Oh, boy.
When you want to know first, turn to us. KIRO News Radio 71, News and Sports Authority for the Pacific Northwest.
Show Business Preachers, Wednesday at 9. KIRO TV, Channel 7, Seattle. The news specialist. Gary Justice, Susan Hutchison, Wayne Cody, Harry Walker, the Eyewitness News team, and Chopper 7. From the newsroom in Seattle, this is Channel 7 Eyewitness News Update.
Good evening. The Tacoma City Council tonight voted to lend $10 million to the Washington Public Power Supply System. The money is Tacoma's share of the cost of terminating Whoops nuclear plants 4 and 5. It ensures the system will be able to halt the two projects in an orderly manner. Before the vote, the council was told that failure to come up with the money could bankrupt the supply system and threaten the economic stability of the state.
3 railroad freight cars jumped off the tracks in Seattle's industrial area tonight, and they're still off the tracks. The 3 fully loaded boxcars jumped the tracks at the intersection of Colorado and South Horton Streets. Repair crews are trying to straighten out the tracks and set the cars back on them at this hour. It's not known how long that will take or how long the street will be blocked by those cars. The cause of the derailment still is not known. And at the same time the train derailed, Seattle police were busy in another part of town rescuing a 4-year-old boy from a 7th-floor fire escape. It happened at the top of the fire escape of the arcade building in downtown Seattle. The boy and his mother were both out on the ladder atop the building. Police feared for the youngster's safety. They climbed up and carried him down. His mother, who appeared to be emotionally distraught, was later coaxed down by the same officers. The child was taken to police headquarters and later will probably be taken to a receiving home.
The Coast Guard tonight says the 33 Soviet sailors who drowned in the North Atlantic today could have gotten off the boat safely if they hadn't refused help from a Danish trawler. Their Soviet freighter sank earlier today in the Atlantic Ocean. The captain and crew were waiting for another Soviet ship to arrive. Rescuers say only 5 of the 38 crew members survived the sinking. Meanwhile, just 60 miles away, the search continued for any survivors of yesterday's sinking of an oil drilling rig. All that was spotted was an overturned lifeboat. All 84 crew members are presumed dead.
Well, the investigators still have a lot of unanswered questions on their minds tonight about last night's near crash of an AirCal jetliner on a flight from Seattle to California. Chief among those questions is why didn't the cockpit crew know anything was wrong until the 737 hit power line guy wires on the approach to Ontario Airport. The plane then went on to a very tough landing at Los Angeles, and Harold Dow picks up the story from there.
The jetliner, with 122 aboard, was at least 500 feet too low, according to one FAA official, and may well have been on a crash course into the airport when it struck the cables and pulled up. Visibility was poor, with low clouds and drizzle at the time. The aircraft missed the metal electrical towers themselves and the 500,000-volt lines by only a few feet. Passengers said they knew it was a close call.
And all of a sudden we hit something, and there was a big flash of light. And we started taking up again.
Straight up.
And we were just holding on to each other, going, oh no.
The plane then flew another 50 miles to Los Angeles International, but there, its brakes damaged from hitting the cables, it rolled off the end of the 12,000-foot runway. The National Transportation Safety Board has begun its investigation of the incident. In the meantime, the FAA facilities chief at the Ontario Airport says the tower gave no warning to the airliner. He reports that part of the landing approach transmitter had been out of order for 2 weeks, and that auxiliary gear failed to provide any warning. The controller, he said, was watching the plane on the screen, but saw nothing unusual. Harold Dow, CBS News, Los Angeles.